So if you're not familiar with Darrell Brooks or the crime he has caused, let me catch you up to what's going on right now. Darrell Brooks is I think he's 40 years old, I think. And last year he drove a red SUV through a Wisconsin Christmas parade. If you saw my video about that, the Wisconsin parade attack, you know pretty much everything that has gone on. He drove over people in the Christmas parade. This was in Waukesha, Wisconsin. He killed 62 people and he has injured 62 others. And the reason why I'm talking about this now is because he is sentenced to 6 consecutive life sentences and more than 762 additional years in prison, which is baffling. Just hearing that, you probably think of, dang, what did he do? And obviously it says here he endangered a bunch of people, he killed 6 people, and he injured dozens more. So he's been charged with 61 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety, 6 counts of intentional homicide, and 6 counts of hit and run. He also has 2 counts of felony bail jumping and 1 count of misdemeanor battery. It's just crazy. How could someone do this? He did this intentionally too. He wasn't drunk, as I'll explain later in the video. He wasn't drunk or he wasn't mentally ill in any way. He intentionally did it because he wanted to. One of his quotes that he said is, "I want you to know, not only am I sorry for what happened, I'm sorry that you cannot see what's truly in my heart, that you cannot see the remorse that I have, that you cannot count all the tears that I have dropped in this year." That's literally what he said. And it's baffling because from what I heard from the case and what I saw, he interrupts the judge, he screams at the judge, and from what I heard, he only apologized once the entire court session. And I also heard that he laughed when he was talking about himself for 2 hours. And yeah, he got up, he was talking to himself, he was talking about himself for like 2 hours. And when the judge finally stopped him, he like laughed and was like, "Oh, I didn't know I was talking about myself for 2 hours." Like, what? He literally had no remorse. He intentionally ran over the people. And one way that you could tell that he had no remorse is that when he drove over a couple of the people, he didn't stop. He kept going and he kept crashing into people. I don't know how a human could just do that in the first place, or even think about doing that in the first place. It's frustrating. And the judge did say it had nothing to do with mental health. He knows what's right and what's wrong. He chose the path of like pure evil. He surpasses the definition of evil. He is just a terrible human being. What he says, "I'm sorry that you cannot see what's truly in my heart." Bro doesn't even have a heart at this point. He had no remorse for what he was doing, and he doesn't even feel bad. He's just saying that. If you don't think that this guy's dumb already, which I don't know why you wouldn't think that he's not dumb, but I'm gonna tell you a couple of things that will make you change your mind. He was his own lawyer, which is already just a bad start, and dismissed his whole entire defense team. I don't know why, but he did. He also talked about himself for 2 hours, and he was saying how sorry he is that the people can't see his true heart, and he only stopped when he was forced to by the judge. He was screaming at the lawyer and interrupting the lawyer like a bunch of times, and I don't know why, but he made a fort with his box. Like, he was like defending himself from something. He was like building a whole castle for some reason. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why you would want to do that in the first place. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. He's finally locked up, which is good. This whole event happened a year ago. I'm glad that now finally justice was served and he's serving multiple life sentences, and he's going to be there until the day he rots. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.